Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
It's more an privilege dom seasamh sa mar anadí tufa do bhainte Fort Lorige agus leabhartar son Tom Fear Bhuich de gachiile duine thug takeíocht dom san oltáchán agus duine mé mo dhíhil gachiile lách an freistal an dúchláin agus an freagracht mór a dugach dom. Bhain Bhuich a gcónaí de ma bhain céile, ma fáistí, ma chlán agus ma chumrádathe. Ceann Corda, it's a great honour for me to speak here this evening for the first time as Tacht Dála for Waterford, and I want to thank my wife and children, my family, my supporters, my comrades in Sinn Féin for their support. And I'm deeply grateful to the people of Waterford for placing their trust in me in the last election, 2 months ago now, almost, and I will work every single day to advance their interests and to fulfil the mandate they've given me. And as a new TD, and somebody who's raising a young family, my focus is very much on the future. However, I do take great inspiration from my predecessors and my heroes, two Republican activists, Cathal Brugha and Kathleen Brugha, who served as Sinn Féin TDs for County Waterford a century ago. Ceann Corda, a decade of neglect has left many of our public services under-resourced and on the back foot, and this is particularly true of local authorities, which have yet to recover from the austerity measures that saw central government funding and staffing levels cut to the bone. The decisions of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael in various configurations over recent years have left communities across Ireland extremely vulnerable to severe weather events. The neglect by government stands in stark contrast to the huge effort we see from council staff, emergency personnel, GPs and their surgeries, public health nurses, community pharmacists, postmasters and their staffs, ESB personnel, civil defence, community volunteers, the Defence Forces personnel, farmers and small local businesses. Time and time again, we see the value of their service and we owe them our thanks. Storm Éowyn and other recent storms from Eunice to Babette to Dara and more have exposed the inadequate levels of funding and investment for essential public services and infrastructure. Lives and livelihoods are put at risk right across Ireland due to the negligence and indifference of successive governments that have been unwilling to look beyond the pale. Our councils are not adequately resourced, and every storm that comes our way with increasing frequency and ferocity exposes the shortcomings in infrastructure investment in our rural communities. People I represent feel forgotten and they feel left behind. Take the town of Tallow in my own constituency, Ceann Corda. People whose homes and businesses were flooded during Storm Babette in 2023 have yet to see any movement from the OPW on works to prevent further occurrences. You can't imagine the anxiety they feel every time a storm is forecast, not knowing if the River Bride will burst its banks again and if their homes will be destroyed once more. Well, over a year on, and they have received nothing from this government. No delivery, no plan, and not so much as a visit. Nu cé helvic mar hampla, cé iascrochta in Gaeltach na Néise. The asci ganamh agus silta ní féidir le bád iascrochta nu an bád tar hála imacht nu fille ar an Galafort. Tá saolta a chur am Whale de réir an aspa in istíochta an sa. Cé helvic, a fishing harbour in the West Waterford Gaeltacht, urgently requires the government to fund dredging works, as fishing boats, and indeed the local lifeboat, are prevented from leaving or returning to port in low tides. Lives and livelihoods are being put at risk. And this situation has been well flagged with the previous minister, and I implore the incoming minister to take action before life is lost. Lismore in County Waterford is yet another example of government inaction and indifference, Ceann Corda. This is a heritage town in urgent need of a new water system. Homes, businesses and schools are frequently left without water with no notice. These outages last for days, disrupting businesses, causing schools to close and leading to very real hardship and distress for households, particularly those with medical needs, with older people or people with disabilities. Work should have been carried out years ago to deliver a sustainable water supply in Lismore, but it's never too late to make a start. Let's end the neglect and instead invest in sustainable and safe communities that are equipped to withstand the challenges a changing climate and the Atlantic throw our way. Agus Ceann Corda, I thank you for the opportunity to raise a very pressing issue affecting a number of families in West Waterford. 20 children have been left without a space for the coming academic year in our fantastic local special school, St John's. Their families have been left reeling and uncertain how, where or if the right to education of their children will be vindicated. This lack of special school places did not happen overnight, but it has now reached crisis point, and I ask you, Minister, to raise with your colleague, the Minister for Education, the urgent need to increase special school capacity in Dungarvan and West Waterford to ensure all children can access an education appropriate to their needs now and into the future.
Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.